Let me do this, and boom, and boom.
I killed one.
GG's.
I won.
GG's. Come on now, watch the video. Watch. Let me see how to get this. We need the sacred relic sword.
It's called the Sacred Relics.
It has the skill in it.
Sword,
It's
and you
built
get it
in.
by taking the remembrance of the very last boss, the Elden Beast, to this lady.
We gotta fucking kill Elden Beast for this, bro.
It's the weapon, bro.
Yeah. Gotta kill the final boss.
Here in the round table.
Let me see if he says any alternatives.
We can get. Wait. It says we can use another one.
Go to one of the giant bell turtles and kind of duplicate it and get it back.
Wait.
So you give it to her here, and it will give you the weapon. So as you can see, I've upgraded the weapon to +9, and these are my stats on the with the amount of souls that you use this high from, as these will significant, and the side. But to start with, I'll show you the way that I got there, which is reasonably arduous. So you have to.
Isn't there any alternative, man?
He doesn't say. But let's just come on. Let's just beat the game. We're almost there. Come on, bro. We can do this shit. We just beat the game. And
I mean, I remember there was a thing for that. Open the world.
Wait, I joined the trio save accidentally. I mean, we can just kill aliens with sword individually. It's not that bad, man. It's still the trick.
I mean, I remember there was I think I have some incantation for that.
What the fuck is my build, bro?
Bro.
Oh, I was getting new build yesterday, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
What did I get? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna get, bro. I'm gonna get.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu, senpai. Wait,
I mean, mage is good for this, bro. But I gotta get the armor. I gotta get staff.
Bro, I don't know what build to fucking use, bro.
Same like this bloodhound, bro. It's dog shit.
Yeah, my shit is bad. Let me find build, man. Elden Ring best builds 2025. Like, these guys are just the same shit. Nagakiba, Rivers of Blood, bro. Nothing different. All these guys, man. Look at this shit, bro. Fucking, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, New Game Plus builds. Like, bro, what the fuck is fucking, bro? I want New Game Plus build, man. Just give me.
Hey, it's Matt, your average gamer.
Like, ain't no way.
Between 8 and 900, somewhere in that range. But
and these guys use like 50 buff too, bro.
I mean, of course, the buffs, bro.
Bro, I want a build with no buffs and it's decent. I don't want something crazy, just decent.
Wait.
20 best builds, 20 broken. No.
Get in the beginning of the game is the Meteor Staff. In case you don't already play one of the best strength weapons in the game. Then, number 2, the perfect weapon art to go along with this massive album, Blue Flaming Strike. If Flaming Strike was a living human, I would touch your boobies. Then, number 3, to transform into a Pyro Super Saiyan, use the Flame Deadly Strength buff. All together. And now, this build I'm going to call the Inferno Knight Rider. It's funny because I've showcased variations of this build many times throughout my videos, but here we are talking solely about early game builds. And yet this build still applies, because that's how easy and quickly you can set this up. You just need 3 simple things. Number 1, the Knight Rider Glaive, one of the best strength weapons in the game.
Welcome back to another Elden Ring video. Easy to get at the beginning of the game and it has no wait. I will use the meteorite staff for this build, but you can use whatever you like the best. And to complete the armor, I will use to.
This is the Milady, a light greatsword from the DLC. At first, I didn't think much of it. Then I started testing, and that's when everything changed.
You can make amazing and broken builds with every single one of Blade or Dovis's Greatsword, Silurius Tree. There are so many S tier and broken options that you have, and a lot of these have just gotten better in this DLC as well because of things like the Talisman of the Dread. Like the best weapon in the game, the Blasphemous Blade, just got 15% even better. As I have been mentioning throughout the video, the Claw Mark still exists, and this is a very decent still.
This video will cover 8. You get a 1 point if you made it to this point if you really want to. Phantom Slash shoots a phantom forward that charges and attacks, which you can then follow up with your own charge and attack. And then you can follow that up with another attack. This gives you 4 hits in the span of a few seconds, and they hit significantly harder than your regular attacks. The cool thing about Phantom Slash is that if your weapon has Black Flame Blade or Blood Flame Blade applied, your Phantom will also have those buffs with its attacks. Another great aspect of this ability is that as soon as you start the animation, even if you get hit, the Phantom will still fire off. This is really useful in scenarios where you need to finish off a weak boss, bleed an enemy, or even in a PvP situation where an enemy is very aggressive. You can mash L2 and stagger them, which might help you get out of that.
Hey, it's Matt, your average gamer, and for this video, we're going to be going over my top 25 overpowered builds. And at number 24, we have Repeating Thrust. This is actually an incredible build for New Game Plus 7. If you're having a hard time, I can highly recommend this one. It's simple and effective. We have an Occult Great Katana here with good bleed buildup and good physical damage, and you could chew through a lot of bosses' HP. And next up at number 22, we have the Starfist. These are an incredible weapon. I know a lot of people love these. They do fall off a little bit for New Game Plus 7 because posture is so much more. Every boss is going to have around 30% more posture, and they rely a lot on posture breaks. However, if you do a lot of charge attacks, you can get in some bleed buildup as well and eventually break the boss. It's just a little bit of more of a grind to get there because you got to get in more charge attacks, usually 5, 6, etc. Unlike base game or New Game Plus, where you could usually get in like 3 or 4 charge attacks and the boss will break. In the case of the Magmorm here, he probably has around 100. And at number crap. And next up we have Moonveil at number 18, and this one's really good, honestly. They changed a lot. They made it a lot better with Rolana's cameo if you're able to hold it because you get a huge damage boost. This typically was a weapon in the past that I would say would fall off on New Game Plus 7, and it still does fall off a little bit. However, it's a really... And at number 15, we have the Fire Knight's Greatsword. This was the perfect weapon for Faith builds. It truly is an amazing weapon for Faith builds. It does a ton of fire damage, has great Faith scaling. Flame Blade. And next one up here at number 12, we have Wild Strikes. Wild Strikes is really reliable on New Game Plus 7. When you're on higher journeys, this build can absolutely shred. Pierce damage is phenomenal too, which the Rusted Anchor does. It really is a very good damage type. Combine that with successive attacks, a significant amount of bleed buildup, and the ability to just kind of stand there if you give yourself enough defense and get in some hits and stack some successive damage. Yeah, you're. And at number 10, we have the one-hit crusher build. We're going to start here by using Golden Val, after which I'm going to fill up my FP. And next up at number 7, you probably knew this would be on here, is Ice Spear. Now, Ice Spear doesn't do an insane amount of damage. It's not one of those ones that has a huge damage ceiling, but you get frostbite. And at number 6, you knew it would make it on this list, is Ancient Dragon Lightning. And number 5, we have Euphoria, one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. It's a ton of fun to use this weapon. You can build up hits, essentially. Well, you're going to build up through your hits, and that's going to build towards the Ash of War, which has 2 different things you can do with it, a short beam or a long beam. I'm, of course, always going to go for the longer beam. You get a little bit of a holy buff in the meantime for some extra holy damage, but it works against a ton of different bosses. Even these tree sentinels, I think they have around 40% holy resistance, still able to get a good amount of damage. And of course, the beam itself is a ton of fun to use. This is probably the most rewarding weapon in the game in terms of being able to fight and then getting a payoff at the end for as many hits as you can possibly get in.
The Euphoria has received an incredible buff as of patch 1.13 to where the luster effect is much easier to get to. The buff of the luster effect is better, and it would add an additional attacks or one charged heavy attack, and then a plus.
In the Shadow of the Erdtree video, I'm going to be showing you my Divine Warrior build. This is a build that uses the Euphoria weapon, which is kind of a hidden weapon that you can find close to the end of the DLC. So let's start by taking...
But it works against a ton of different bosses. And next up at number 3, we have the Gargoyle Twin Blades, a really impressive weapon, strength